Hey guys, it's Walter Montero here. Welcome to the I Love Cambridge show. Just wanted to give you a little quick heads up. This week's interview is with a very special lady by the name of Katie Hamilton. She's with a group called Soroptimists International, and she's with the Cambridge chapter. And anyway, just wanted to let you know that a couple of seconds of the interview kind of gets cut off in the beginning, but it turns out to be a really good interview. Katie's doing some great things in our community here for young ladies and women starting over and that sort of thing. So I hope you enjoy the show, and here it is.
It's actually pretty cool. Like, it's a really well run. It's been in Cambridge for about 30 years.
Okay,
People have
30
been
years,
involved.
really?
Yeah. People have been involved even since its inception. So there's people veterans, and then there's
Wow,
some.
that's good. So what is what's the mandate of the group? What's the whole premise behind this group?
It's to help empower women through education.
Okay.
What they do is they primarily fundraise. So they run, like, for example, on the 26th, I believe, there's a quarter auction, which usually brings in about 100, 200 people. There's like raffle prizes, and it's all about fundraising. We do movie nights at the Hamilton Theater that, 400 women show up, some men. Scott has come. Yeah, I know you
Yep.
interviewed Scott the other day.
Yep.
So men come, and it's all about raising awareness for women's films. So films that have been produced by women, and they're targeted at women. But it's all about generating revenue for local programs that focus on empowering women.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is there a specific like an age bracket that you shoot at, or is it just all women in general?
It's usually, so I mean, in terms of the group itself, it's made up of women from all ages.
Okay.
But the focus of the fundraising efforts, there's different programs that target different age groups. So, for example, we have one program that's called Live Your Dream Awards.
Yep.
And that is really aimed at women that are the primary breadwinners in their homestead, who are going back to school to improve their prospects.
I see. Okay.
So there's that age range. In this new project that we're starting up, because we weren't really targeting younger. Well, actually, we were targeting elementary school girls through a program called Small Steps to Success through the YWCA.
There was a little bit of a blip in there. So name that. Say the name of that program again.
So there's one project actually called Tech Girls.
Okay.
That's supported by the YWCA.
Okay.
And that targets elementary school girls. And then there's another project that's also run by the YWCA that's called Small Steps to Success, and that's to help women get back into work, and it gives them resume help and clothing and things like that. But those are obviously YWCA initiatives, not Soroptimist initiatives. And then there's this one, Dream It, Be It, that we've been planning for almost a year now. And that really focuses on high school aged girls, because there's almost no programs in Cambridge that target that age group.
Okay.
And specifically for this purpose, to help them with careers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's great. So when somebody wants to reach out to you, how do they find you? How do they know to go to this group?
So to the Soroptimist group?
Yep.
We're on Instagram and Facebook. There's a website. Usually we advertise in the Cambridge Times probably every few months about upcoming meetings, or whether there's, for example, the awards night we invite the public to, or you'll see advertisements when we run our events. Like Luna Fest is a huge event. So, I mean, you kind of see it around town.
Yeah. No, I recognize all these names. I just,
there
you go. I'm driving around in oblivion.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Yeah, it's through these projects we get the word out. I think traditionally the organization was almost run and almost like Cambridge, because we've been here for 3 years, and we're realizing that there's quite a large seniors group in Cambridge. So Soroptimists of Cambridge was primarily run by women in the kind of retirement age. But
Yep.
since over the past few years, we've been getting more and more younger members, like
Okay.
myself and others. So we're trying to diversify the audience and the participation, and it's going really well. So
Very cool. Okay. So now let me ask you, in terms of funding, are there dues and fees payable by the members? How do you guys keep the doors open? How do you keep the lights on?
Yeah, so we each member does have to pay an annual due,
Okay.
and it goes almost 100% to fundraising initiatives.
Okay.
There's some of it that we
Okay.
need to pay off to the international organization because they actually have paid and they have to fund their, their programs and their supports, basically their resources. But the majority goes to fundraising. And otherwise, our events are really good fundraisers. So when we run our meetings at Lang's, so it's pretty cost effective.
Yep.
But there aren't that many incidentals, and kind of ongoing costs at all.
Yep.
So it's very, very sustainable.
Very cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So now let me ask you, how many are there ongoing, like, is there an actual membership that meets on a weekly, monthly, quarterly, like how many members, when do you guys meet, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so we meet monthly.
Okay.
Other than in the summer, and in the summer we focus on having fun and we have some socials. But we meet monthly at Lang's, usually on a Wednesday. And there, I think there's between 30 and 40 members this year. I missed the last meeting, and I think they got a few more recruits, which is awesome. And yeah, most people attend the meetings as well. And even at those meetings, we might have guest speakers. We might do our awards night on one of the meetings. Sometimes we might make it into a social, whether it's kind of around Christmas time, and we'll do it at someone's house. So it's pretty casual. We usually try to have fun at the meetings. It's not all business. It's around 2 hours. Each meeting is about 2 hours, but we always have food and drinks and some sort of brainstorming activity, or invite guest speakers. Sometimes we get the local politicians who attend. So it's more of a kind of a social group.
Oh, wow. Well, that's really neat. Okay.
Yeah,
and you're saying this group is international?
It's international. Oh, yeah.
And
I think
how long did
in England, I think.
It started in England, is that what
I
you
think
said?
so. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. And how long have you been associated with the group?
Since I moved to Cambridge, so about over 3 years now.
Okay, very good. So where was home before that?
So Scott and I were in England for 5 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, before Cambridge. And then before that, so I took a job transfer over. I work at Deloitte.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so it was an international transfer for, originally it was 2 years, and then extended to 3 years, and then I maxed it out at 5. And then we came back. But then before that, we lived in Ottawa.
Oh, okay. Very good. So you're Canadians?
Canadian, yeah. So I was born and raised in Richmond Hill.
I see. Okay. Okay, so this is kind of a good segue into our I Love Cambridge title.
Okay.
Katie, what do you love about Cambridge?
Oh, I love the beauty of Cambridge. So what really drew us to Cambridge was the river that runs through, the very much, it's a very British kind of look and feel, with the spires and the architecture, all the nature paths that are within walking distance, being able to walk into town, but also be far enough away from the busyness. It's gorgeous. It is a gorgeous town. Canadian towns generally are strip malls and farmland, and kind of, you can't really tell the difference unless they have something really unique. But I really feel it, and I'm talking specifically about Galt, but Preston has some charm as well, and Hespeler has some charm, but they're just on a slightly smaller scale. But I just think it's gorgeous. I think it's such a beautiful city.
Awesome. So when you guys moved back to Canada, was Cambridge one of the few cities on the list, or were you specifically looking here?
So actually, neither of us had really been to Cambridge before we moved here. We were looking, because I had a job, my transfer took me back to Burlington. Okay. So that was where my home office was, and Scott got a job in Waterloo.
Okay.
So we thought, what's that
In
circumference?
between.
What
Yeah.
are some, for one of our Scott's colleagues recommended Guelph and a real estate agent in Guelph. So we ended up working with him, but he was very Guelph centric. And
Yep.
then another friend lived in Burlington, and my first project back was in Hamilton. So we were very kind of Hamilton Burlington centric with another
Yep.
agent. So no one really wanted to show us anything in between.
Yep. Yep.
But as you do when you're looking for a house, you kind of take it on yourself.
Yep.
Because we took a month and we wanted to see as many. Neither of us were working at the time because we really wanted to just focus on living, and we were tired of living in our parents' basements.
Yep.
It felt like being back in high school. It was awful.
Yep.
But great at the same time, having meals on the table every day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can't beat those.
Yeah, can't beat that. As my mom is downstairs and just cooked us lasagna. It's back again. Having a little one and get it back again. It's great.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
But yeah, and then I think it was Scott actually that was looking at real estate listings and came across a few amazing properties, like properties that just had so much charm, so much history. They were a nice size, nice lot. And feasible and a lot more economical than Burlington and Guelph. So we pushed our agent and said, show us, we want to see these 10 houses in Cambridge. It was our last day and we saw 40 something houses already in probably a few weeks time.
Yep.
And even that day we looked at probably, I think 12 or 13 houses in the day. And it was the very last one. We saw this one house, the one that we're in right now that I'm sitting in. And it was awesome. It was just like, yes, absolutely. There was already 3 offers on. It was closing an hour later. And we just we're like, we're getting this. Let's do it.
Caution to the wind and you took a shot. Perfect.
Yeah, and then we said, maybe we should drive around and make sure that we like our neighborhood.
Yeah, very cool.
So, so it was great. So yeah, we just totally fell in love with Cambridge.
Well, that's a great story. So let me ask you, do you have a particular section at Cambridge that you like the most?
I like Galt. I really like Galt. I think I couldn't do justice to a lot of other areas. Like I find Hespeler is really cute with some paths, but what I really like to kind of escape into nature, and we live really close to the Blair Trail that follows the river.
Yep.
So
I live over that way too. I'm on that Blair Trail all the time.
Yeah, so maybe now we can say hi to each other when we pass.
I'm the guy with the little white dog. So if you see the little white dog, that'll be me.
And I'll be the one with the chubby blonde baby usually.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Very good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's so close to that, and we can walk right into Galt, and we're seeing, and we love our house, and we love our neighbors, we know all of our neighbors, all of them, kind of within 20, 40 houses all around us.
That's great.
They all know us, they know our family, we have dinners together, we have drinks together, we help each other out whenever we need help. It's just such an awesome community, so we kind of feel like this Galt community vibe, and every day you go down to Galt and you see more and more cute little shops that open up, and you just think, this is fantastic. We need to really push more pedestrian traffic downtown and get rid of those trucks. They're so scary. But
I think that will sort of change over time with some bypasses and that sort of thing.
Yeah,
and I think getting people living down there, I think there's a couple of really interesting projects going on in downtown Galt. When you get more people living down there, I think that's really going to be the game changer for sure.
For sure, yeah.
All right, now let me ask you, I kind of like to ask this question, if you had a magic wand and you could change anything about Cambridge, what would it be?
If I could change anything about Cambridge, I think I would really try to push the shops and the pedestrian traffic to Hespeler, Preston, and Galt. To the cores. I'm not a fan of busy strip mall filled roads.
So you don't like Hespeler Road?
I don't like Hespeler Road. I like the convenience of it, that there's a lot of variety, and there's everything you need is in Cambridge in some place, but it really takes away from the opportunities and from the potential of the cores.
Yeah, I get it. For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So if somebody wants to connect with you, with your group, where would they go? Who would they call? Do you have a website, a fan page, anything like that you'd like to share?
Yeah, so what I'd really like to advertise is Soroptimist as an organization, but what I really I'm pushing right now is the I Dream It Be It conference.
Okay.
So this is a conference for high school aged girls. It's happening on November 16th at
Okay.
Lang's.
Okay.
We have 50 amazing, inspirational female professional mentors. There are executives of organizations, entrepreneurs, doctors, lawyers. We have such a huge variety of really cool jobs that
Okay.
are being profiled. And it's open. We're now starting our advertising. So it's now open to all high school aged girls in Cambridge. So
Okay.
you can check us out at dreamitbeatcambridge.com
Okay.
or at dreamitbeatcambridge on social media. We're on Eventbrite, and you can get all the details of Soroptimists linked through to that as well.
Okay. Now, is there a phone number that anybody can call, or is this the way you connect to people?
Online is preferable.
Online. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Or
Okay,
gmail.com. Dreamitbeatcambridge at gmail.com.
Okay. Say that email again, please.
Dreamitbeatcambridge at gmail.com.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Thank you so much for being a guest, Katie. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Looks like this might be the tail end of summer, so you better get out there and enjoy it.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, will do. You too. Thanks so much for profiling us. It's awesome.